Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. And as you can see, we are back with Star Wars The Old Republic. We are continuing our story of the Smuggler. And we're in Chapter 1, The Fatal Fortune. Now, let's see here. We have just completed the story missions on Taris. And I went back through my videos on Coruscant, and yeah, I did not do everything in one go. It was very much, with the exception of the planet story arc, when it came to side quests and the main story, I did break it down into each region. So I might return to that, just due to the fact that, again, I would like to try and keep my videos in a more shortened, simplistic method. And I just don't want my videos to be overly long, you know? So we'll be starting in what's the region called? The Republic Resettlement Zone. So we're going to be taking up pretty much every quest we get in this region.
Welcome to Taris. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement.
So
this world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
ID confirmed. This is the guy.
Captain, Governor Suresh is concerned about the reconstruction project's security. She's aware of your reputation and hopes you're available.
I'm always available to a governor, if the price is right.
The governor is prepared to be very generous. Taris is substantially more hazardous than initial reports had suggested. The specifics aren't common knowledge off-world, but
We're trying to rebuild a planet covered with toxic junk and diseased carnivorous monsters. And it ain't working.
Governor Suresh has plans to alleviate some of these issues, but they require highly skilled individuals to carry out. Individuals like you.
I'd be glad to pitch in.
Terrific. The governor will want to go over the plans with you in detail. I'll let her know to expect you right away.
Your help will make a big difference to the people.
Good luck.
And he has a quest for us.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt, but the governor needs to speak with you right away.
Ah, it's good to finally speak with you. I'm Governor Suresh, the overseer of the Taris Reconstruction Project. Rakghoul attacks in the wilderness have reached epidemic proportions. Our expedition teams are in danger of being completely wiped out. The scientists and workers on those teams are critical to our plans to expand across Taris. If they can't finish their work, our entire project will fall apart.
Your people will get the job done. You've got my word.
I knew I could count on you. Everyone working in that wilderness has lost friends and comrades. They're frightened and losing hope quickly. I need you to rekindle that hope. To show our people that no enemy is too powerful to overcome.
Let's get to work. Sounds like there's a lot to do.
The team leads are at Bridgick's Run. It was a top-notch swoop track before the Sith attacked.
A speeder will take you out once you're ready. When you land, find my agent Vilo. He'll be your guide. Hundreds of lives and millions of credits were sacrificed to bring us to this point. Do whatever it takes. Our project cannot fail.
Now, I believe her dialogue, insinuates that, you know, you've done the class mission.
You smell that, Captain? Taris is like a dead Gundark wearing dirty old socks.
Doesn't look much better either.
So that's the bonus series. Bonus series are pretty much take place, you know, every single day. And so yeah, that's the bonus area. We're actually going to ignore that for now.
We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries, our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
Somebody want to explain what's going on?
Their old estate's off base, so we got no way to secure it.
Taris is our home. We're not gonna wait until the army takes its pick of the planet and then throws us the scraps.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
You need something dangerous cleared out first?
It's not raccoons or anything. There's someone living there. Sentience.
They've got security droids all around the perimeter. It's a war zone. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous life forms based on strategic value.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Yes, tell this coward we're the rightful owners, and he has to help us.
You want to explore? You look like you can handle it, but it's your choice.
Would you really be willing to take such a risk for us?
Make me an offer, and I'll think about it.
Our family was fortunate to escape the bombardment with their fortune intact. Help us reclaim what's ours, and you will be well rewarded.
Of course we'll pay, but no droids, no whatever's living there. Clear them out. I don't care how.
Alright. So yeah, this is the region.
Hey, you're not a refugee and you're not an aid worker. Why are you here?
I go where there's opportunity.
Then turn around. If you're looking for, well, anything, you won't find it here. Scavengers have our homes and the army's fighting them. While one side's looting, the other's bombing. And we get to sit in a tent and hope.
It's better to move you here than leave you on a battlefield.
They didn't have to drag us out in the middle of the night like they did. They could have let us grab a few things. My mom's in shock, barely leaves our tent. The whole camp's just waiting to go back to the settlement, but the scavengers are still there, probably looting left and right.
I could check out your home, see if it's still standing.
Hey, did you say you're going to her house?
Someone's going to the settlement? Get me my land speeder!
My farming droids are still out there. Oh, and my sonic washer. Hey, Bada, get out here. Someone's making a trip.
All of you, back off. We do this one at a time, or nobody gets anything. This could take a while. Are you still in?
A favor is one thing. If I'm ransacking a war zone, I'll need to be paid.
That's fair. But you get payment after, not before. Get to our houses and bring back... Well, Laisha, you start.
I want my digging tools. I don't know how long we'll be here, and if we're going to build or grow anything, we'll need them.
All I hear all day is dumb boys fighting because there's nothing to do. I've got a box with 10 custom Pazak decks. Bring those.
I got a micro generator in my toolbox. Bring the toolbox and we can plug in everything electric.
I've spent years working on a novel in my spare time. It's on data file. I'm sure it won't have been stolen.
And what I need is our Nadu seeds. Just a few packets would go a long way. It'd mean everything to my mother. Please, hurry.
Alright. So that's pretty much we almost have all the quests in the area. Oh, that's not the building. So that was so it's this one. Surprised this is her office. Why not be in the more secure, larger building?
I'm sure it would work if we had the manpower, but we don't. The numbers just aren't on our side.
Success isn't in the numbers, Chief. We don't need more people. We need the right people.
When you want things done right, I'm the one to see.
I'm glad Bardo and Strom found you, Captain. Thank you for coming. I'm Governor Suresh. Our goal on Taris is straightforward. Rebuild everything the Sith destroyed, and remind the galaxy that the Republic never gives up. But resources are tight, and we have some serious challenges. Toxic chemical spills, scavenging pirates, and the wildlife.
Rat ghouls. One bad bite can turn you into a vicious monster just like them. There's thousands out there, maybe even millions.
Guess this place won't top any desirable destination lists anytime soon.
With your help, it might someday. The rat ghouls use tunnels buried in the ruins to attack by surprise and overwhelm our soldiers. Every work crew we send out is decimated. We came here to achieve the greatest reconstruction project in Republic history. Instead, the workers hide in this outpost like frightened children. No more.
I can definitely see how you got to be in charge, Governor.
I just try to do my part. We need to level the field so our security forces can do their job. Chief Trigg has put together a plan.
A suicidal plan.
A bold plan to collapse the tunnels the rat ghouls are using to ambush our people. I know you're up for the task.
Old ventilation shafts don't connect a few hubs in the tunnel network to the surface. You drop explosives in enough of them, and the whole thing collapses.
Been a while since I blew up tunnels inside monster-infested ruins. What's the hourly rate these days?
I'll put down my own funds to make this happen. We've been held back for too long. It's time for progress, whatever the cost. You have a reputation for overcoming impossible odds. Live up to that reputation. Help us transform Taris into the future of the Republic.
Now, see, it's that type of dialogue that makes me think planetary story arcs take place after the entirety of the main story. However, from what I've read, now again, I covered this in my companion and affinity video, which again, I suppose it's always handy to just have reminders that you can't. It's not really the case because you can't bring.
You don't look like a pirate. You're not a pirate, are you? Please tell me you're not a pirate.
Don't mind him, Captain. Pirates attacked our settlement and fed his family to the rat ghouls. None of us have been the same, really. Perhaps you can help us?
Nobody should go through what this man has. Tell me what I can do.
First pirate that crosses my path, bang! Feed him to the rat ghouls. See how he likes it.
Look, maybe he's not all there, but all of us know how he feels. We built a settlement out here. We defended it from rat ghouls. We started families. And those pirates attacked and took everything. It's hard not to want revenge. But mostly we just need to move on. Start a new settlement on a different part of the planet, maybe.
How do you intend to do that?
We had equipment at our camp that made Taris livable. Protected us from the rat ghouls. If we can get that equipment back, we can start over. Maybe start to forget and heal. Can you help?
I'll handle that.
Alright, as I was saying. But, like, you can't bring a companion from a higher tier planet to a lower tier planet and gain affinity with them. The game just doesn't allow you. It doesn't register that, like, oh yeah, you did what that person likes.
That's right, I got you.
Like, again, it's just really weird that, like, some of the dialogue that they give, and again, they do detect what class you are, like, again, hence why she refers to me as the captain. I suppose I'm asking too much for an MMO. But again, this is an MMO that has a lot of surprises. Always satisfying when so much of their stuff does not get through my shields.
The tools and the tower. Here. Yep, I just need to continue recovering survival equipment. There we go. Now again, it's best that we try and complete as many of these as we can. Me.
Not a problem.
Your peace of mind is my highest priority. Rest assured, this will be done to perfection.
Right, and we're at the farm.
Change that!
it's funny that oh, how should I put it? The personal shields that we see in Star Wars at the moment, like apparently that technology came from Revan and Malik's you know, little Sith empire.
There's more where this came from.
Like apparently when they returned to the Republic, they had that technology, which then led to an uptick in the use of hold on, what's this? Retreat was after. Which then led to the revival of using vibroblades and whatnot, because the shields would absorb, you know, blaster bolts, which led to them being not as effective. So they had to think, but they were apparently vibroblades and all that were still effective against shields. But like, it's just that like that comment that was made in KTOR 1 about the shields, like that, I just find that very interesting. That and I just only started thinking about it now because this character benefits so much from personal shields. Now again, it's been quite a lot of time in between the two games, so as such, you know, obviously the shield technology has advanced to the point where it doesn't completely burn out and then become useless. Like, it recharges. But yeah, no, it's just fascinating that it started off. And again, the funny thing is, it's not the only innovation the Sith have brought to the galaxy. For example, things that I've read and lore videos that I've watched and all that now, which then cite a good bit of the books that I've actually read. So it's like a circle.
Delivered on schedule.
But it's sometimes fun just because they cite other sources that I was not aware of. But the other innovation that was brought by the Sith was lightsabers. Like, Jedi did have, like, pretty much the original Jedi did have their swords, but it was pretty much Dark Jedi that then did innovations for combat, which again sort of makes sense because they were focused on combat. There we go.
Hold. We have no more with which to defend ourselves. You have left us helpless before the Rackles and everything that haunts this planet. My people are refugees, survivors of the battle on Coruscant. Would you turn us out of yet another home?
The owners have been waiting for centuries to return here.
So many men are here to reclaim this planet who know nothing of its past. Ancient Taris was a blight on the Republic. The black mark on its reputation for freedom.
As far as I know, it was some Outer Rim nothing until the Empire blew it up.
Humans on Taris did as they do on all planets. They seized the surface, claimed Taris's wealth, and forced every other species underground. Every meter of land owned by a human was probably seized from another species, just as this was seized from my ancestors. I have their documents. So old they were kept in printed form. Read them yourself if you doubt me.
Well, if this place is valuable, you won't find any shortage of folks willing to steal and kill for it.
Credits bear no children. Lives matter, not money. If you have any sympathy for our cause, perhaps there is something you can do? We are alone and at the Republic's mercy.
Let's see here. Clearly a light and dark side. Well, lawful and chaotic moment. She does have the documents. Will uphold.
I wouldn't want to see you turned away from your home.
I thank you for softening your heart to my story. I will tell my people to begin repairs on our droids.
Approximately. Alright, sorry folks, I had and there's a motorcycle. Oh god, I hate the motorcycles in this state. And unfortunately, there are so many access points. Oh my god. And unfortunately, there are so many access points to the fucking road. Like, to the main road. That they... And because we have so many fields around the house, that they use the fields as shortcuts. It is quite infuriating. Ugh. We're about 20 minutes in, and we have really just one more quest in this area. Just have to do the Raccool tunnel quest. The entry point. Can we start gap? There we go. There's the gap. We can see through there. I imagine the advent of the shield tech is one of the reasons why the Republic felt like it was okay to come back to Taris, despite the Rackghouls. Like, they were probably just thinking, like, well, we have personal shields. They will help us out a little bit, because clearly shields now work on... what's it called? Close-up combat now. Oh, we have another bonus to defeat even more Rackghouls. As if the amount we have to kill wasn't enough. And it's annoying that you can't use the Rackghouls here to deal with a story. Like, there's a companion that you can recruit in one of the expansions, because one of the expansions takes place after all the main stories have concluded, and basically you pull in characters from all the classes to be your companions and whatnot. And one of them is a scientist, but the only way you can recruit him is during the Raccool Plague event. So they tie in as like, now he's not technically integral to the story, but the fact that if every other class has to essentially do that in order to recruit him. Now, mind you, apparently, if you're playing the class that originally actually, you guys have seen my Imperial Agent. Actually, I shouldn't really go too much details, otherwise you will have no reason to watch my Imperial Agent video. But basically, if you're playing the Imperial Agent, you can recruit this scientist without having to jump through the hoops. As long as before you do the story, you have like influence 10 with him, which is not too difficult to get. As long as you adopt, which shouldn't be too difficult for anyone. As long as you would do what I would recommend, which is actively swap your companions when you go to different planets. Like, once you get a new companion, on the next planet you go to, switch to them. Have them be your active companion. And it's best to do so as soon as possible. We're now just killing the Raccoons. Looking at some, a good number of these guys seem to be easy to kill, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We're only 14 short, and then here's some weak ones. There we go. Now we're only 9 around.
There's more where this came from.
Alright, just 3 more to go. One sec. Hello, chest.
Easy.
I will exceed your expectations, Master.
Bonus. I'm trying to locate the way down there. Right, so we're almost, it's almost a, I'm sure he's on this side. And looking at these guys are melee fighters, so we should be able to ball Okay, we survived.
That's right. I got you.
There we go. Now, by the time we take this guy out, see, the bracer stuff semi-blends in, you know, to the Van Brace that I currently have. It's just the Flame Sweep's jetpack thing. Is that what bothers me? Is the fact that they didn't bother animating that differently. Now, we'll activate this just to speed things along. There we go. And the closest fast travel point would be... yeah. We'll just go bam, 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 and then bam. Because we will need to take a speeder to the next region. We'll save dialogue stuff for later. Yeah, sorry. Actually, no, we'll do this route. Because, like, we have...
Done.
Actually, no, some of these are for the bonuses. So, it's actually best we hit them in that order. Okay, I can't get enough height to jump that. There's the container for the bonuses.
Oh, thank goodness you've got our equipment. I've got word of another group of settlers not far from here. We'll probably set up camp together.
I put them out of business for good. I smell blood. Pirate blood. Stinky, gooey pirate blood.
The pirates are all dead, Ivan. Now we can leave. We can build a new settlement. Let's go.
There's a guild cargo storage.
There is much to learn if you know where to look. Farewell, young Jedi.
I remember. It's funny that they still have not removed these NPCs. See, back in the day, folks, you would have to go to one of these guys to get your new abilities. And you would have to pay credits. First, you would have to pay credits for them, and then they were like, "Okay, no, it's free." But then, now you just automatically get your abilities. There's literally no reason for these guys
My
to
looks get the
exist
job.
anymore.
My skills get the pay. Don't be a stranger.
Laisha, Vetus, everybody, he's back.
Is everything okay? What did the scavengers take?
Okay, calm down, people. Let's deal with the possessions first, so those who want to can leave.
Hopefully this will help you start over.
We can only hope. Now, what do we have?
This is fabulous. Not a page lost.
Yeah, I can't wait to turn this on.
I have to show these to my mother. She's been so worried. I'll be right back.
I think what she meant to say was thank you, but she's a little giddy. Don't worry. None of us will forget your generosity.
No, not that building.
I don't care what your plan is. We're not sticking around to get eaten alive. Me and my crew are leaving, period.
If you want to abandon the work you agreed to do for the Republic, I can't stop you. But you aren't leaving. A 6-month quarantine requirement has been put into effect. Anyone trying to leave without prior authorization is subject. You can sit in a medical bay and go broke, or you can help us accomplish something unprecedented. It's your choice.
If they aren't being paid anymore, can I get their share?
Hey, just who do you think you are?
I know you're going to make the right decision here, Hull. Come back when you do. Unfortunately, not everyone flourishes in the face of adversity. Scouting parties are already reporting lower Rakghoul populations. Most of our work crews are gearing up. We're finally gonna get this project moving.
If things are back on track, does that mean you'll have time for dinner sometime?
Social engagements aren't in the cards for the time being, but it's kind of you to ask. My ancestors called Taris home once. Thanks to you, millions of people might call it home again someday. Stay safe, and stay in touch.
Oh yeah, I think, I'm trying to remember, I think Taris has you actually needing to pick them up at each location. I'm trying to remember. It was either her or this quest that I'm gonna go on, I'm turning in now, that sends you to the next.
Excellent job. We can smell the smoking metal corpses from here.
I told him that's not really possible.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
Look at these papers. The aliens there have as good a claim as yours.
The alien resettlement was a valid executive order approved by the Republic. This is our land.
There are alien survivors who kept their claim? I'd have thought they would never come back here. I studied the history. It wasn't right.
It was justified. You can't make us leave because of that.
It'll take more than 2 people to turn this place civilized.
I agree, Relis. This isn't our ancestors' estate. This is a frontier. We'll need to grow food, sew clothes, defend ourselves. Wouldn't it be better to ally with these aliens?
Sew clothes? Maybe we should just hear them out. See what they're looking for.
We won't turn them away. I know what it's like to want a home.
Hey, good job. Both on the droids and getting to the bottom of that mess. Terrace politics. Huh. Who cares about this dump anyway? Brass called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
The galaxy can throw whatever it wants at me. I can take it.
Captain Childress is gonna love that attitude. He's got something for you to do, and he said to pass the word. If you're interested, go look him up. His office is at HQ, other side of the base. Tell him you're the one who ran off the Brat Brigade.
Huh. Ah, there we go. Yep. So, okay, so this is the world quest line. I wasn't talking to the governor. So, that they want to bring us to the sinking city section. And then it's the Brill settlement. Then it's this area here, if I recall correctly. Now, we're not going to start those quest lines, folks. We are just going to simply take a speeder I don't know.
Mechanized travel is for official business
So
only.
that way, when I get back to doing more of these videos, we can jump straight in. Because right now we're about 46 minutes in, and yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I want to break up all these videos into sections, and break up the planets into these sections. So I might still do that. The only thing is, a part of me thinks a part of me feels like I could try and squeeze in, you know, story missions. Like basically do everything, do all the section areas together. You know, just continue breaking them up like that. So that way everything's done by the time I have to leave the planet. So yeah, we have the quests here. You'll probably be picking up that there's another one, and there's another, and then there's some more along the south here part here. So yeah, I'll try out on Nar Shaddaa, when we get to it, like doing all the quests in said location, with the exception of the market promenade there, because there really doesn't be any quest givers there, and the same goes for the casino. They will be the exception, but to my knowledge, like Coruscant, Nar Shaddaa, like Coruscant, is very much neatly broken up into these sections. Like with Taris, you can actually walk or use your own personal speeder to get to each section. But with Coruscant, Nar Shaddaa, and a few other planets, you really do need to use these these type of speeder travel system, like Corellia, as well. So that should make it easier. Like once a quest requires me to go here, I'll ignore it until we finish all the other quests. I'll stop the video. We'll then move on to the next section. So I'll try it with Nar Shaddaa. The only problem is it will mean technically interrupting the main story a little bit, folks. Because like story quests and this quest here, like the world events quests, they do flow into one another, like right now. So we will have to break them up, but yeah, we'll try and break them up as we can. But anyway, so yeah, we're about 50 minutes in. That's all I wanted to say, is a little experiment for possibly Nar Shaddaa. I'll bring it up again when we get to Nar Shaddaa. Hope you guys enjoyed me doing the smuggler's point of view of the quests involved in the Republic Resettlement Zone. Now, this area has a fun quest for people who have played Knights of the Old Republic. I'm going to now end the stream, and if I do come back with any more footage, I'm afraid they will have to be silent videos due to the fact that I do have a D&D game today, and I need to make sure that I'm not over exhausting my voice, because doing these I'm enjoying the fact that I do have more to say in these videos now that I'm in a more casual setting, but with these recordings. But yeah, it's just gonna take a lot longer, but I have to be mindful of the days when I have D&D and such. This is the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky.